right, I'll start off. I finished Dexter, guys.
Oh, finally.
Was
it worth it?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I highly enjoyed the show.
Really? No bad ending?
Yeah, of course it was bad.
I think that's very debatable.
Subjective.
I think that I can obviously see why people did not like the ending. You have to remember, like, Dexter ran for like 8 to 9 years. Like, people were invested. Like, this was the show back in the day. I remember a lot of my friends watched it. I never really got into it. But when you're invested in a show like Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Sopranos, like all these other shows, you have expectations. I mean, look, JJK My Hero just ended. A lot of people were disappointed. A lot of people wanted A, B, and C to happen. And the same could be said for Dexter. And things didn't go down a certain way that I even thought it was going to go down, but I didn't hate it. It wasn't a terrible ending.
Okay.
Of course, things happened that probably put a lot of people off, but it is what it is. Like when you're doing a show about a serial killer, there's only a few things that can happen. Is he really going to have a happy ending? I don't know what people were expecting for this guy.
That's true.
It could be like was it Light from Death Note?
Yeah.
What happens to him?
Spoilers.
Well, if you ain't see it, let's not.
That's true.
ruin it for
It's
you.
20 years.
Well, that's what I don't want to ruin that for you.
I'm
He didn't
never
get a
going to
happy
watch
ending.
it.
You're never gonna watch.
I'm never going to watch Death Note.
Death Note. It's so short.
I don't
That's
know.
50 episodes.
Never.
Is it really? It's only 50?
52?
Yeah.
I don't know. I watched the first 2 episodes and I was like,
I mean, I can see you finding it boring.
That's why I'm like,
Damn,
I
how
don't
did
know.
this turn into a Death Note conversation?
It's a classic.
I know it's a
honestly.
classic.
It's the original I know that you know that I know that you know.
I ate a bag of chips.
Is it?
I reached in the bag and ate it.
I mean, you're over your like emo phase, so I mean,
Yeah.
if you're not gonna get into it, then you didn't like those.
Yeah,
two
I guess the
episodes.
window passed. Basically, bro, he died. The main character.
They, caught
Okay.
him. They got him.
They got him?
They got him red-handed.
Yeah.
They caught the diddler.
Yeah. Damn, not the yo. Let's just say we at the Moon Piece Podcast do not condone the actions of anything that the diddler is doing. But yo, the city is really turning into Gotham. Our mayor was arrested.
Thank God. Out of here.
Thank God. Like, you have never seen a city so happy about a mayor getting arrested.
Ever.
The mayor got arrested. The diddler got caught in Central Park.
Oh, it was in Central
Was
Park.
it in Central Park?
He was chilling in Central Park.
Wow.
Like an hour before he got arrested, he was just in Central Park. There's a video of him just soaking in the vibes.
Wow. Before getting arrested?
On a cool September day.
That's crazy.
They got him.
Yeah, bro. He is baby oil.
Psycho.
1,000 bottles.
1,000 bottles.
Anyways, what else are you watching?
Well, one thing. So I started the sequel series that came out, Dexter New Blood.
Oh.
It came out. So not really necessarily a spoiler, but he doesn't die at the end of his show. So there was, and I think that's why some people were upset. I don't know, maybe they wanted him to die. But when you have a really popular show like that, money
Money.
me
baby.
now, give me money. So of course the sequel series was inevitable, and that came out back in 2022. And there's only one thing I want to say. So he has a son, and his son has tendencies, much like Dexter does, right? But we don't really know the extent of it. And I think that this one thing that he did in the sequel series is probably worse than anything Dexter has ever done.
Oh, God.
In the 8 seasons of Dexter.
What did he do?
So this kid starts at a new school, and
How old is this kid?
16,
Okay.
17.
Already cooking.
Right.
Already cooking. He's 16.
He like makes friends with like some of the jocks and like the cool kids at the school, and you know he's in the in crowd, and some of the jocks in the school. Again, this is like in some hick town in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
And some of the jocks are like texting this one like nerdy otaku kid that they go to high school with, and they're catfishing him, sending him nudes of this one girl, like, oh, I want to be with you, blah, blah, blah. And the kid, his name is Harrison. Dexter's son's name is Harrison. He sees that and goes over to the kid later on and is like, hey, Jack's like catfishing you. Like, that's not real. Like, don't like cut the shit. Right. And then they pulled a prank on the jock by like sending him like a edited picture of him. I don't know. They like pulled a prank on him. And then the bully went to go beat up on the otaku kid, and Harrison like grabbed the guy by his throat and pushed him up against the locker. And honestly, it was pretty cool. It was pretty badass.
Was
right?
it giving Sasuke and Itachi?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
It
okay.
was really cool. I'm not gonna lie. He made quick work of this kid.
Oh no.
So now Harrison's in with this otaku, right? They're like, this guy's like, you stood up for me. Like these guys have been bullying me my whole life. You have no idea. Like it makes me so mad. Whatever, right? They're FaceTiming like later on. He's like, man, I just want to say thank you again for what you did for me.
Okay.
Right? Like, oh, you have no idea what these kids made me go through. Like, can I show you some drawings that like I've like done? Because like I'm low key kind of like an artist, right? Because he's like inspired from anime, and he's showing him like his picture book and everything. And unfortunately, it's very like graphic and violent things, like very school shooter-ish, right?
Oh.
And Harrison seeing this, he's like, oh, that's no good. So fast forward, the otaku kid picks up Harrison so that they could go to school, right? It's a normal day, right? Dexter's like doing his own thing. Ring, ring, ring. Hello? There's a situation at the school. You need to get down here ASAP. He's like, okay, I'm on the way. He shows up to the school. Harrison's like got like a knife wound in his chest, and he's like, "What happened? What happened?" He's like, "Oh, the kid's name is Ethan. The otaku kid. His name's Ethan." He's like, "Ethan, he came at me with a knife, and like I don't know what happened. Like he showed me like all these pictures, and he said he was being bullied, and he wanted to shoot up the school, and he wanted me to do it with him, and I said no, Dad. I said no, and he just came at me with a knife, and he stabbed me, and then like I took the knife and I stabbed him, and he started bleeding, and I didn't know what to do, and blah blah blah, right?" So everyone's like hailing him as a hero. Harrison's the hero of this town. Meanwhile, this kid's the otaku kid's in a coma. He hasn't woken up. Right, Dexter seeing this, the crime scene. He was a forensics guy with Miami, right? So he's seeing the knife wound, he's seeing the blood spatter on the floor, and he's like,
"You little bitch!
You said he came at you? How? What angle? Like, how did he come from?" And Harrison's Harrison's like, "Dad, what do you?" Harrison has no idea that Dexter's a serial killer.
Yeah.
So he like got defensive real quick. He's like, "You don't believe me? You don't believe your son? What? Everyone's calling me a hero, and you're calling me a liar." Oh! So, yeah. There's like mad drama. Dexter like goes back. He like tests the blood. Harrison goes to the hospital where the kid's staying at, and he's like, the kid's parents are there, and he's like, "Hey, I wanted to check how Ethan's doing, you know?" And the mom comes out and she's like, "Everything was okay until you showed up. Why didn't you tell us that there was a problem with Ethan? We could have helped him." The parents have to move towns because they're getting death threats. Like, your kid's gonna shoot up the school, everything like that. The mom goes away, she's crying, and the father's like, "We don't even know if Ethan's gonna wake up. And if he does wake up, he's going to juvie, he's going to a mental institution. That's it. His life's cooked, and we have to move. Don't ever show your face here again, but thank you for what you did, because things would have been a lot worse."
Yeah.
So then, long story short, Dexter really confronted his son and was like,
"What the fuck, bro?
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. What really happened?" And he's like, "Okay, yeah, I like set the whole thing up. I knew that he might have done something, so like I put him in a situation to make myself look like a hero. And ruined this whole kid's life just so he can make himself that guy in high school."
That's crazy.
Listen, Dexter killed hundreds of people.
You like the big? That's what Ayana Koji should have been.
Oh my God, Ayana Koji. He hasn't done anything near as cool as that. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Ayana Koji is the main character in Classroom of the Elite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Dexter's great. I'm really liking Dexter. I'm almost done with the second series, and I think there's another sequel series that's actually a prequel that's coming out next year.
What the hell?
Y'all like get milked.
Right?
Now I gotta say y'all because now you in too deep.
Give it to
Yeah.
me. I'm ready. I also finished Sex and the City. That's it. All 6 seasons.
Wow,
I watched
okay.
both
I don't even
movies.
remember. I forgot that you was even watching.
Me
This shit,
too.
Bro.
That was like I started back in like May. That was like a super slow burn that I would watch like in between. I thought it was a great series. Start to finish, I think Sex and the City is really good. I think everybody could take a little bit away from it. Men, women, like of all ages. Especially like, again, it's a show that takes place in New York. I mean, it's a different like group of people. It's a different social class, you know, being honest.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it's great. I think the movies are great. I know you watched the first movie. You briefly mentioned it.
Yeah, I just watched the movie.
Yeah,
I don't
think
know
I
how
watched
she
the
ended up
movie.
with Big.
Big is trash.
So
bro.
bad. So
Big
bad.
is
Every
so
step of the way.
trash,
Like, why would you
bro.
go back?
How?
Ridiculous.
He looks so corny.
Yeah.
I think so too.
He looks so corny.
We all know Carrie's the real villain in this.
Yo, she is one of the most toxic characters I've
Mm-hmm.
ever seen.
Which one
on
is
TV.
Carrie?
the
Car-
main character.
Sarah
main
Jessica
character?
Parker.
Oh, why?
She's
Terrible
a
friend. Terrible
bad
friend.
friends, makes
Do you
terrible
watch Sex
decisions.
and the City too?
I watched bits and pieces. My mom liked it a lot, so I would catch things. And I also watched the movie. But it's like literally, what's the blonde girl's name? Sarah?
Samantha.
No, Samantha. Yeah, Samantha's out here. She's vibing,
She's the
being a
best
good
character in
friend.
the show.
Yeah, she's the best character.
She has the best
mad
advice.
funny.
So realistic.
Mm-hmm.
She's a great friend. Sarah Jessica Parker's character, she's the kind of friend that like you'll make dinner plans with, and she'll be like 15 minutes late, and you'll be like, "Yo, where are you at?" "Oh, well, Big came over with like Thai food, and so we're eating at the apartment."
Exactly. Like, what you
She's-
mean?
She's that person.
I know.
God, that's the worst when you have a friend that just like forgets all their friends when they get into a relationship.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate
And
that.
she's a cheater. She's cheated.
They both
She
cheated.
cheated with Big on like probably like
Oh,
her
so that's
best
how she got
relationship.
big?
Oh,
No. Big was like a toxic boyfriend to her. Like he led her on, then he broke up with her, and then she kept going back to him. So in
Ridiculous.
the first one they get married.
Yeah, but the way it happened in the movie, bro, bailed.
Yeah, he left.
He bailed.
But at the end they went to the courthouse.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So remember, in the show, she was
You
with
say
this
remember,
other guy.
I've never seen the show.
No. I'm just saying, remember that fun fact.
Okay.
Because in the show, she dated this guy, Aiden. I don't know if you know Aiden. He was probably one of the best boys of the series, right? She cheated on Aiden with Big after Aiden was like, "I'm not comfortable with you hanging out with your ex-boyfriend." She's like, "No, it's cool. We're just friends." Wink, wink.
Ugh.
Right? She cheated on him. So fast forward, we watch the movie. She gets married to Big, right? Second movie takes place in
Wait. Oh no! Don't tell me the drama continues.
Oh, it's always gonna continue. It's Sex in the City.
Second movie takes place in Abu Dhabi, right? For reasons. Guess who? And Carrie goes with the girls. Big stays in New York. Guess who Carrie runs into in Abu Dhabi of all places?
Ooh.
Aiden,
Ooh.
who's also married with children.
Oh.
Guess what happens?
Oh no.
She kisses Big in Abu Dhabi while they were on a
You mean Aiden?
date. Aiden,
Yeah.
in Abu Dhabi. She cheats on Big with Aiden.
That's so messy. It's so messy.
You're 6 seasons in, 2 movies in, and you're
Sex
still
in
doing the
City,
same shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, Carrie,
Ridiculous.
hands down one of the most
I
toxic
don't know how
people.
this turned into a Sex in the City discussion.
Wild.
We're never gonna make it to the final plot of this podcast.
Okay.
Love is Blind season 7 started.
Not watching. Nope. What? I told you, I'm out the game.
It's all right. This one takes place in DC. The first 6 episodes just dropped yesterday on Netflix. I'm gonna watch it. Everyone at work is already talking about it. I'm already seeing my Instagram feed just being loaded up with Love is Blind memes. I
Great.
think there's an ensemble of characters on there that's gonna make the season.
Maybe we should find you a guest to talk about on a live stream with.
All right.
Listen, buddy, don't tease me like that. All right.
Maybe we could just have you and Natalie just
Go in.
take the reins from
Right.
us, live stream from us.
Amazing.
What was Oh no, we don't know anybody else that watches Love is Blind, huh?
Maybe Sachi at best.
Possibly.
She watches Love Island. I know that.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Survivor season 47 started, guys.
Ridiculous.
still going.
47.
Yo,
Still going. We look mad disappointed. We was
I'm
like,
like,
he's still going with this.
yo, it's a good show, guys. And again, like the characters on this show.
But like, you know what to expect every season now, bro. You know.
I don't know, guys. I saw this one guy on this show. He should not have done that. Like, I've never seen somebody like this before on reality TV on any way, shape, or form. This guy is so. You know how like sometimes you'll watch like documentaries of cults and you're like, what kind of people like are suckers that fall for this? He's that guy.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh.
They're like, he just wants to be in so bad. He like got drafted with this one team and he's so insecure. He sees this one girl. I don't even remember her name, but he like latches onto that one girl. Like, hey, I trust you. I think it should be you and me. And like we should like meet up every morning. We'll like meet up during the sunset. We'll do yoga and we'll strategize. You know, like I'll wake you up and then some days you'll wake me up and everything like that. And she's like, yo, chill.
Like, yo, relax.
We shouldn't
Yeah.
be seen like that because then people will come after us and they'll try to divide us. Like you're putting a target on our back. Like
Yeah.
let's just take it easy.
Yeah.
It's day 2, right?
Yeah.
This kid, he doesn't take it easy. All right. There's this other guy who's apparently like some podcaster. I already forgot the name of his podcast. He
The Moon Piece podcast.
obviously I'll
It's
be on
Danny
there
guy
one.
surprise. He's on there.
Oh man, I wish.
No.
Continue.
Well, if Danny goes to Survivor, we will be taking applications, I guess.
I guess.
I don't know.
Temporarily.
He's not coming back.
No. Because I'll be a millionaire because I'll win that shit. No. There's this other guy. He's like, they're both cracking coconuts, right? and they're struggling to crack it. This other guy, the podcaster, he cracks it. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, good job, Josh, that's great!" Right? Then this guy, who I'm talking about, the guy I'm talking about, his name is Andy. He cracks the coconut open. No one says anything, right? The next day, a challenge takes place, and their team loses the challenge. So because of that, one person has to get voted out. This guy Andy get like the guy, he like, as the challenge is going on, he like passes out onto the floor, right? He's like panting and heavily breathing, and the host goes over. He's like, "Hey, Andy, are you all right? Are you all right?" He's like, "Yeah, I really let myself down." Mind you, the challenge is still going on. So the host is like, "Okay, you're good. All right, guys, come on. You still got to do this, and this, right?" Challenge is over. They lose. And he goes back to Andy. Andy, so like, why don't you talk to us about like what happened to you in that moment? Man, you know, I saw we were losing, and like everything hit me at once. And Josh over here, like, I really thought at some point, like, I was going to have to, like, send him home tonight. I was going to have to betray him. And he's, like, my best friend on this show. And, like, to have these thoughts, it was just so overwhelming. Like, you don't know what it's like to be on this island. Like, I feel so alone. Like, the other day, I, like, opened a coconut, and Josh opened a coconut, and everyone cheered for Josh, but no one cheered for me. You know how, like, alone, like, how alone I felt?
Nobody cheered when you opened the coconut. You sound like Johnny from Ed, Edd and Eddie. Shut up.
Crazy.
And what's crazy, so everyone already sees how Andy's breaking down. They're like, "Oh, we can't trust Andy."
Yeah.
Especially that one girl that he was like, "I need you to, like, you're my partner." I think she wants to stay the fuck away from him, right?
She saw the crazy up close.
That night, he like pulls her for a chat in the middle of the night after everyone literally just goes to sleep. And she's like, "This is the worst thing you can do because no one is asleep. They're clearly watching us go scurry off in the middle of the night because you're having a panic attack." And she's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" "I just wanted to talk, you know, I just wanted to see like how you're doing." She's like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Yo, they go to the elimination at the end of the night, and everyone's like, "Okay, we're going to send home Andy. We're going to send home Andy," right? They do the elimination thing. They sent home Josh, the podcaster, because they're like, "Yo, we're going to keep Andy as a shield." And then in the next episode, after like you see what happens after like Josh got sent home, Andy's like, "I know my role now, guys. Like, I'm the lightning rod. Like, I'm totally cool with that. Like, I just want to like have a role and like belong. So like, I'm totally cool with what you guys."
So he's Yuji?
Not even.
No.
Don't even. Don't do that to my boy. No.
He's a cog.
Close.
He's a cog.
No, absolutely.
But yeah,
That's
just
crazy.
Some people really shouldn't be on reality TV, and this guy, unfortunately, is not one of them. I wish him nothing but the best, but he's not off to a hot start, guys.
Yeah.
Yikes. Big yikes.
Well, that's it for me.
What about you, Corey? What are you watching?
All right. So I've been on an excursion. I've been on a journey these past couple.
A journey?
Because when last time we record? It's been like a month now, maybe?
Yeah, no, like 3.5 weeks.
3 weeks?
Wow, it's been a minute.
So I saw Megalopolis.
What's that?
Oh, no, you didn't.
What is that?
It's that new movie with, what's the guy who played Kylo Ren?
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
That
I
guy.
completely forgot his name.
So I saw Megalopolis.
Did you go to the cinema?
Go to the cinema?
The cinema.
Did you go to the cinema?
What is this? Where else was I gonna go? It just came out.
I don't know. Maybe you got sources. You got that black box?
No.
So
What happened? So what is this movie? I've never heard of this.
I can't tell you.
What do you
Does it
mean?
make sense?
I heard it was.
I don't know what to tell you.
I heard it was
Genuinely
bad.
don't know. I don't even.
Was it a good movie?
I don't know.
You don't understand it.
I don't know.
You have to watch it another time.
No.
No, he said no.
No.
Don't do that to me.
It was Aubrey Plaza.
Okay.
Fucking oof. Her name was Wow something. And so her and Shia LaBeouf, they had like
Shia LaBeouf's in it?
Shia LaBeouf.
everybody.
I heard it had a good stacked cast.
Missandei from Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
wow.
Okay.
Giancarlo Esposito's in it.
What? Yeah.
Villain and everything.
He's a villain and everything. Yeah.
Bro, this movie had so many interesting visual effects, but the plot. This movie was not made for anybody but the guy who made it. I forgot his name. Something Coppola. Something Coppola, right? This movie was only made for him.
Wow.
Only made for him.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Had a budget of 120 million.
Megalopolis was only made for Francis Ford Coppola, bro. It was a budget of $120 million. They made 5% of the budget back.
5%.
5% of the budget back. And when I tell you something, when I saw this movie, like I never want to see it again.
Damn.
But I can't call it a bad movie because there were elements, and I was trying to shoot the movie bail the whole time while I was watching.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I think I see the vision. I think I see the, and then something would happen. I'm like, what's happening? What happened? What?
That's insane.
Like, bro had the ability to stop time, but not really, because it was supposed to be like a metaphor, but other people saw it happen, but it was a metaphor.
Is this
What?
an acid trip of a movie?
It sounds.
Son, if you've seen Megalopolis, you know why I can't explain what I watched.
Okay. Good to know.
Just don't watch it.
Say
It's
less.
like it's one of those things that like not even somebody who is a cinephile could be on some like, no, you just don't understand.
Yeah.
Like you eat like even the most nerdiest of nerds for like movies and cinema and like cinematography, or the biggest copers for
Yeah.
Coppola,
Yeah.
can't shoot this shit bail. son.
No, literally, the one tweet I saw about it was like, it was saying like, this is the review I was hoping to write, and it's like this big long one that said like it was really good, all the cast and everything. It's like, this is the review that got the most likes. It's like, this movie sucked Megalopolis.
Bro, I just did like everybody seemed like they was acting in a different movie. There was a million different plots going on. There was just don't watch it. And if you want to find out for yourself, go ahead, but don't be mad at me. Right?
Facts.
You just can't trust movies that have all-star casts. I'm sorry, you can't.
The cast seems so good.
You can't
And the
trust.
concept
So you
of the
got to give
trailer,
them a good plot.
but even the trailer made it look like, okay, this could be cool. He's just
Yeah.
trying to make New York
Visual-
City into a utopia, and it's like as if like the United States was actually still the Roman Empire and still controlled by the Roman Empire.
Oh.
But it was falling. I don't even know, bro. I don't know. I'll
Wild.
just move on.
Yeah.
I'll move on. I also watched Breakfast at Tiffany's for the first time.
Ooh, nice. I don't think I fully watched it.
That movie is garbage.
Really?
I cannot believe. Like, I was thinking that maybe I grew up watching Turner Classic Movies with my mom and shit like that. So I have no biases being like, that movie's old. I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with people getting a little bit of
Yeah.
swing and all that shit like
Yeah.
that. I'm cool with that. This movie, she was only at Tiffany's twice, and the only time she had breakfast at Tiffany's was in the first 30 seconds of the movie, and she never had breakfast at Tiffany's again.
Oh.
I was lied to.
Oh.
So then why
She
is it
had cool outfits.
Okay.
The plot was all over the place. I didn't know what was going on. I don't even like cats, bro. And she kicked the whole cat out of a cab, and her cat that she refused to give a name and only called a cat, and threw it out in the rain out of a taxi.
What?
There was a white dude that was a Chinese character for no reason.
A white guy
know.
who was a Chinese guy?
This came out in 1961, I believe.
Yeah,
1961.
1961.
Yeah. I forgot the name of the actor. I guess some comedian from back then. He played a Chinese character, and I was like, oh my god, y'all are going for it, bro. Like the character's name is something Go Lightly. She was just like, she is definitely the poster girl for I think the original City Girl.
Audrey
Okay.
Hepburn?
Aubrey Hepburn in that movie, whatever her name Go Lightly, is the original City Girl.
Okay.
And that's what I learned from that movie. But other than that, even for that movie coming out in that time, that shit was stupid.
Okay.
Almost as stupid as Megalopolis.
Good to know.
People talk so highly about that
I
movie.
know.
People go to Tiffany's because of the movie.
Yeah.
And I hear it's not even that good.
I get it for the fits. The fits.
Yeah, I think it's about the
She
fits.
slayed the whole time, right?
Okay.
She was an independent woman. Independent woman.
Independent.
She was in her bag. She was the original City Girl, and I respect it. The movie was just stupid.
Okay.
Even for that age.
Good to know.
Watching Industry.
What's
Yeah,
that?
so I've been seeing your journey.
I'm caught up, or not caught up yet. I'm halfway through season 3. It
Okay.
has been giving me nothing but anxiety because I work in an industry.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say what industry, but it's.
It's an industry.
Yeah.
So it's a show about.
You ever heard the show Succession?
I've heard of it.
Think about Succession, kind of in a way. Mad Men, some of those other shows.
Like
where it's like,
Euphoria and Succession.
yes, Euphoria and Succession, where it's like people work in like a financial firm, financial institution, like a banking thing, and like a bunch of like new graduates because it's like a dog eat dog, you know, tough shit, and like finance bros, you know, they're a little crazy. So it's a lot of
a man in finance.
drugs, a lot of sex, a lot.
I believe it.
Like a lot.
How much?
Allah.
Oh,
Like I genuinely was just like taken aback. I was like, I didn't think it was gonna be this much in here.
yeah, I feel like every time, because Natalie watches it all the time, she loves that show.
I feel like I'm borderline watching porn, bro.
Oh,
I bet like when it's happening, because like I'm not gonna lie, it'd be some quality.
Quality
Porn with plot.
ass?
No, I mean like
'Cause-
just like the way it's shot,
PWP.
Oh yeah, I mean
shot.
like the angles and the,
the
camera
angles,
work.
the camera work, like
It's art.
it's art.
That's what we call PWP.
What's PWP?
Porn with plot.
Porn with
I never heard that before. That acronym.
That's what we call in the writing.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the nasty girls, the nasty girls. I forgot. They definitely know about porn with plot.
I mean, this is HBO. That's like their bag.
That's their thing.
I'm enjoying it. It gives me a lot of anxiety because it's just like this girl is essentially, she lies about having gone to college, so she comes to go work at a job in London at a finance institute and saying that she actually graduated from Binghamton, but she never actually graduated. So she's basically sneaking in there and trying to use whatever wit she has to work and kind of sell. It's Wall Street type shit. You know what I mean? Wolf of Wall Street type level shit. And she's essentially always getting into trouble. She is definitely a narcissistic, crazy person. This is not somebody you're rooting for them, but you definitely know that they ain't shit.
Facts.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but I'm enjoying it. It's fun. Jon Snow is in. The reason why I started watching is because everybody yelled at me on TikTok
Oh.
for saying, "What do you mean? But this actor is actually in this show from Game of Thrones, and Pedro Pascal's doing.
okay.
Pedro Pascal's doing great. What do
Oh
you
yeah.
mean?"
Pedro
Like,
Pascal's like,
in like
he's in everything.
like everybody in the comments was coming at me on some like, bro, you guys are talking about a whole bunch of people that was in one season.
Yeah.
half of it probably.
Not really, bro. Like
Literally,
5
yeah.
episodes at best. Like whoop-de-doo. You guys pick side people. The main cast,
That's a
sure,
whole
they
different-
have a couple good movies, right? A good couple shows, maybe. But like
Debatable.
nobody, they're not critically acclaimed, taken well.
Yes.
Even if you enjoyed some of those movies.
Yes.
But Kid Harington is in season 3.
Okay.
He's all right.
He's doing good in it. I like it in season 3.
Good for him.
It's good to see him just
It's
be
just
like
a different
normal
vibe.
guy.
Yeah, different vibe altogether. Definitely a scumbag in this. So it's like just
Oh,
different
yeah?
to see him be a scumbag.
Wow.
A little fun fact: he also, the character he plays has a piss fetish.
Oh no.
That's the only thing I took away from season 3.
Oh, you watched it.
I wasn't gonna give it away.
I watch it while like I do the dishes.
Okay,
like it's
yeah.
in the background.
It's a laundry show.
It's definitely
well, not for me.
No.
No, I don't.
This is, put some respect on it.
Okay.
Not a laundry show. No. Show. This is television.
I only say I'm washing the dishes
Because he doesn't watch it.
Yeah, my girlfriend watches it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go wash the
Yeah,
dishes.
it's just
Okay.
on, and he's doing activity while she's watching it.
Okay.
like she'll be here, and
This,
it'll be literally.
it's
like,
not. This
Okay,
ain't,
okay.
This ain't this is like Game of Thrones. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's HBO shows. Like you got to
That
treat
level.
those with more respect. Like you got to
Okay.
actually watch those. But
it's all dialogue and plot. things
yeah,
like that.
I don't know half the shit they talking about because it's finance jargon, but it's fucking interesting. So.